Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another author highlight. We have an amazing new author with us today. That book has come out, ebook today. Deborah Collins, thank you for joining us. Can you tell everybody the name of your book, the inspiration for your book?
Hi, Heather. Thank you. Yeah, my book is Men, Money, Food, My Journey from Addiction to Joy. And I'm so excited. It just hit Amazon and it can be purchased through Kindle. And then in 2 weeks, the paperback version will come out.
No, so exciting. And I'm so grateful that you were willing to be so transparent to share your story and your journey with others to help them overcome some of the challenges that you've had. So tell them a little bit about the inspiration for you to take that jump into writing this book.
I think for me, this book has been inside me for a long, long, long time. And I wanted to get it out. And finally, just the working at it little by little, it finally all poured out and I was able to complete it. And that's the best feeling, is knowing that I could just accept my past. There's a lot of things in the book that I didn't want to look at. And there are things that I didn't want other people to look at. And finally, I came to a knowingness that our past, my past, is okay. And it's mine, and we all have a story. So it's really about making peace with the past and moving forward.
Yeah. And these are things that a lot of us as women struggle with, men, money, and food. And, kind of just being transparent about those struggles and journeys. So I can this is gonna impact so many lives. So what is one thing that you hope the reader will take away from this?
I think that my message is that it's a journey. We all have come from different places, but so many of us have trauma in our lives, and we've uh, we've taken time to learn how to cope with these things. And sometimes the coping is unconscious. Like I used men, money, and food to cope with that uh, gaping hole that I had, where I was just trying to fill my heart up with love. And um, so the message is to notice that all these are just coping mechanisms. And so if we work every day on chipping away and doing our best, doing a little better each day, it gets better. And we don't have to be burdened by these things. It's just an ongoing process. We don't have to be perfect at it. It's just every day doing our best, and it's enough. That's my message. What we do is enough.
You're enough. What you do is enough.
Yeah.
Accepting, your faults as a blessing sometimes I think is something hard for us to do. Um, and facing, those demons. So, wow, what a powerful journey this is going to be for the reader. And I know it had to be, although challenging at times to write this, therapeutic, I'm sure.
Definitely therapeutic. I've gained so much muscle in my process of learning to things that I thought I never could do. I learned, oh, I can do that. And it became so empowering to overcome things that I thought that I could not do and impress myself. There was nobody else to see. It's like that adage, if a tree falls in the woods, did it fall? And it's like, because there was nobody here but me. So I had to pick that tree up, let's say. I had to deal with whatever crossed my path. Um, and that's the point, is like we get stronger just by the doing, the failing and trying again. It's a constant process. Like when they say chop wood, carry water. When we're focusing on that task, we don't have time. Our minds are single. We don't have time to worry. We don't have time for anxiety. We're just focused on the task, and that's a huge tool to know. Just focus and do the next right thing, and you'll realize, oh, I'm there. I completed. I ran the race. I don't have to win the race. I just made it to the
The
finish
fact that
line.
you ran it. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. That is true. I think that a lot of times we don't give ourselves credit for what it is we are doing and what we are accomplishing, right?
right.
So, I tell people a lot of times when you feel overwhelmed, look at the three things you just did right, because a lot of times we're so focused on, like you said, that big goal. I didn't accomplish this, I didn't accomplish that. But what did you accomplish? What were the three things that happened right before that, or the day before? And I know a lot of us as women, we have a big, huge laundry list of all the things we want to get done in a day. And then
Right.
we're upset when we
Perfectionism. Perfectionism is a big problem, oftentimes for women. So focusing on the progress, like you're saying, not the perfection, but the progress, is really something that benefits us and
yeah,
helps us to be proud of ourselves and love ourselves. That's what we need. That's another message. We just need to love ourselves
yeah.
and uh, do that to the best of our ability.
So in Men, Money, and
Yeah.
Food, this amazing book. Um, what is, when you were in the process of writing this, did you really break it apart into those different categories, like your struggles with men, the struggles with money, the struggles with food, or is it kind of just all intertwined throughout the story?
No, I think you can open the book pretty much anywhere, and maybe it will tell the story from a different perspective. I
Okay.
did do it chronologically.
That's all.
It starts at my youth and goes to present day. Uh,
Mm,
but those things, men, money, and food, are distinct chapters, distinct
mm,
uh, scenarios. They showed themselves differently, but they were all part of the same uh,
mm,
problem, which was addiction. There's no, I have two speeds, on and off, and I have
mm,
a desire for more. There's always, it's just give me more, give me more, give me more. So
mm,
I spell it out and walk the reader through, and I'm hoping that there's something in there that people can identify with and realize that for me, not starting was the whole key. If I just don't start, then I'm calm, I'm serene, I'm good. It's the
mm,
starting that gets me in trouble,
mm.
and that's the definition of addiction, not being able to stop once we start, even when we want to. How many times I would say, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to eat that tomorrow. I'm not going to buy that. And then find myself, you know, doing it.
Right. And I think important the key there for you is that you identified your triggers, this is what's going to trigger me. So I can't even walk down that path because that will trigger me. Um
Right.
and so it does take a lot to recognize this is what's wrong and this is my trigger. So I think, for those out there that might be struggling with any one of these topics, this is a great book for you. But I think also if you love or care about someone who is struggling with addictions or this type of topic, this is also a book for you because I think it might be helpful too for people that want to help or want to understand why their loved one or someone they care about is on this journey and path. And so I think this would be a great book for those people too. Um, and an interesting read in general because of all of the things you have lived through and survived in your life.
Thank you, Heather. We are so lucky to live in a time where there are so many free resources. If someone is struggling, there are programs, there is help that can be, easily obtained without money. There are tools. So definitely reach out to me, check out my book.
Mhm.
Just know there is help. if help is needed. This is simply my story and the
Mhm.
path that I took. There's so many different paths to get
Yeah.
help.
Well, Deborah, thank you for sharing your story and being willing to be vulnerable and the efforts to not only show your survival, but to show others that it's possible.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me. I am so excited and humbled to be on the show, and I just want to thank you for all your help
Of
along
course.
the way. Thank
And
you.
if you are listening to this and you want to get a copy, I will be going through all the lives and adding in the links where you can just click, or you can simply Google or search on Amazon Men, Money, Food, Deborah Collins, and it's going to bring it up to you. Of course, like she said, it's already out in ebook form. You can get it on Amazon and Kindle in just a short 2 weeks. You'll be able to get the paper copy, take your notes, pull out your highlighters, and grow and learn through Deborah's experiences. So, Deborah, again, thank you for taking time, and you're a busy lady, to get on with me today and share your book and your story and your willingness to be vulnerable with our listeners. So, thank you for that. I hope everybody has an amazing rest of their day and week. And go get your copy now, reserved on, get your ebook, leave a review, let us know your thoughts. And she's been so welcoming, saying, you can reach out to her if you're struggling. Get the book, read it. If you feel you need more help or more guidance, reach out to Deborah. She's a lovely woman and very approachable and willing to share and help you grow. All right, Deborah, thank you again. The
Thank
book
you, Heather.
is
Thanks,
called One.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.